I'm going to leave one more video here on the divine journey before I go back to other things. One, because this is horrifically painful to me. Like, I wish I could describe what it is to go through all of this shit to people, but I wouldn't wish it on my worst enemy, so there are no words. Also, quantifying abuse was more important to me. Quantifying abuse is more important to me than saving my own ass right now. Quantifying abuse is going to save lives. I put every single one of my priorities there because it's the most important. Now, because of the things that I've recently learned, in addition to CCing and tagging all the cop shops, I'm also going to be CCing and tagging a whole bunch of news stations now because I'm sick of this shit. Now, I've said it before in my videos, and if you haven't watched any of my videos, take some time and go on my website and check out some of the stuff that I posted. But I actually get more intuitive information out of my environment after I send out these videos. It's like I send them out, and the people that I've had neurological ties to, they relay information back to me, and it's, I got a lot more after posting these videos, and it was my mother. Oh, God, you evil bitch. What have you done? For those that are not aware around the table, my mother has been spreading malicious gossip in hopes to control my social atmosphere so that I don't get help right now. Probably pushing the, oh, she's just going through a hard time rhetoric. Bullshit. I am 10 times stronger than you on my worst day. But because of her, I've reached a level of social isolation where I talk to myself a lot. And honestly, it writes a whole bunch of tales in the past. The little me's of the past were basically socially isolated until they went nuts, because that's what happens when you're socially isolated to this level. I will not fail, you awful bitch, no matter how many knives you throw at me. So grab your shovel and keep digging. I've said this also in one of my previous videos. If you are in my community and you are in any way communicating with my mother, whether you think it's innocent or not, and it's never innocent, whether you think it's innocent or not, it's a betrayal to me. My mother has a very significant mental health problem that has basically been societally ignored for a really long time. And honestly, it's destroying the world. I'm not even joking. That's the whole fucking problem. Now, for all the new people around the table that haven't watched previous videos, this is my theory on what's wrong with the whole world right now. We're polarized on the controlling side. I would say it's probably 70-30, if not worse. If you go on my website, which is executivedysfunction.ca, and you click on the holistic theories section, there's a visual, and you can click through and bring up videos that I posted in the past that talk about that item. My mother's over here in toxic land, which means she's polarized on the controlling side with the bulk of society right now. People over here, their actions that they take on a daily basis are usually based on their morality, right? They want to feel joy, but they're not willing to make other people feel sad. Thus, this is the polar of the emotions that they have access to, which is joy and sadness. On the other side, conversely, it's anger and fear. And a reminder that the external representation of fear is control. That's where they feel comfortable. They're controlling things. Now, see how she doesn't have access to her morality over here? That's because the people over here act on something different. Ooh, this is a good one. This is one for the books. They act on authority. Now, if you've seen a whole bunch of narcissists in one place, you know that there's usually a bully leader, and they follow the bully leader around like little lemmings. Actually, their morality and their values are completely pliable to follow the leader, like legit lemmings. What are a group of people over here called? That's your monkey committee. And if you've been in a narcissistic abuse relationship, you understand that the bulk is over there. That's basically what the monkey committee is made of. It's a bunch of narcissists together. Now, societally, what has more power than any human? Right. Money is the ultimate power trip, and the justification that she has right now in trying to ruin my and my daughter's life. And now, how many other lives in the family are you ruining through public humiliation because of your selfishness? For money. I'm so disgusted in you. Without empathy, without acting on the morality, the people over here will just continue to hurt me. As long as it benefits them, they do not care. Now, I've dealt with these people my whole life, in many different aspects of my life. I'm polarized here quite badly. That's why I'm a rare breed nowadays. I'm polarized all the way over here. So I tend to attract them like bees. The one side attracts the other side. And if you have ADD and you attract narcissists, this is the place for you. Come follow me. Now, the only way to control this behavior without sinking to their level, which I will never do. I will never be like you. The only way to control this behavior without sinking to their level is public humiliation. So if you're sitting across the table going, God, you're so brash, this is why. This is the only way I get free. Now, how would hurting me have an impact on her money? Again, she's lied to me about my father's will. And she did it through a law firm. Like, she had a law firm lie to me on her behalf. I didn't get any paperwork, and I know why. Anyways, this is the law firm that lied, and these are the 3 people connected to that file. Now, the fact that she's lied to me is not, like, it's not a him or ha in my brain. I know she is. This is fact. I know. It's just when I figure it out. And what she's doing in my community very aggressively is making sure that I don't have enough money to hire a lawyer. Right? So she's taking out all of my opportunities around me so that nobody helps me. And I'm 90% sure I know what the will says. Because they told me. Like, my father told me the split off of the will. My brother gets the company and I get the house. So basically the $2 million house in Caledon is mine. Now, it's going to be a couple weeks before I come into enough cash to hire a lawyer, but I will have it in a couple weeks. But in the interim, just because I'm very, very impatient, I'm going to put an offer on the table. If somebody wants to do this work on commission and go and find out what they've done with his will, I will take out a tiny mortgage on the house, and I'll pay you 10 grand in cash. And I'm going to send this to a whole bunch of inheritance lawyers to see if anybody wants to bite. And also, you get free publicity, right? We're just getting louder. Now, if you had simply told me the truth, I would have let you stay in the house. Like, I would have negotiated how you exit that place. But now that you are actively, and have been, I don't know, for quite some time, trying to rip my life apart while I have my daughter in tow, you piece of shit, start fucking packing now.